A very good morning to my dear students. After a long time, I again come with a biology. So hope you all are fine. Today I am going to teach you about a new topic. Okay, that is when we are looking our environment, we can see different varieties of organisms they are living in our environment. It may be plants or animals, whatever it is. Okay, then when we are checking the animal parents, they are both due to same kind of animals, right children? Human being, it's both due to human being itself, not a elephant or dog. Dog, they are both due to their small puppies, right? And cow, they are both due to calf. Okay, but it says like a same kind, that is they are producing their new generation. So reproduction is happening again, they are producing new ones. So today I am going to teach you about new lesson 9, that is reproduction in animal. Okay, reproduction in animals. We can check details. Okay, so students, when we are learning about the reproduction, you should give more importance to this chapter. Okay, because we are exciting about to learn this one, but it is most important chapter in biology. So you have to be respect when you are learning about the body parts. Okay, so let's start. So students, in this lesson, I am going to teach you about what is reproduction. Okay, what is reproduction and why it is important in our life. Then we can check different modes of reproduction also. Okay, so all are ready to learn? Okay, very good. Students, we know that in reproduction, new offspring is producing. New offspring means that is new organism. So, can we define that one? Okay, so reproduction, it is the process by which new organism or offspring, it is producing from existing organism. Okay, offspring or new organism is producing from the existing parent. Okay, so the process that we call reproduction. Clear all of you? So next we can check why it is important in our life. Let's check. Students, you have already learned that reproduction in plants. Did you remember that one? In grade 7 you learned it about reproduction in plants. Right children? Yes, male and female reproductive parts are there in plants. Plants of what? Plants of what is the main reproductive organ in plants, children? Yes, that is flower. Yes, absolutely correct. It is flower. Okay. So in flower we can see reproductive part for producing the new ones. Is it? Like that, animals also have reproductive parts. Okay. Then why it is important, children? Reproduction is very important because for the continuation of a species, from the generation to generation, we need to get an offspring, right? Otherwise, in our earth, there will be no life, is it? Can you imagine that one? Oh, it is very horrible, right, children? So, reproduction is very important for getting continuation of a species, right? Continuation of a species, we need reproduction. Understand? Then, let's check about the modes of reproduction. That means what are the different types of reproduction. Let's check one by one. We can classify reproduction into two. What are the children? That is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. That is just opposite to sexual reproduction. That is asexual. Okay. So reproductions are two types. What are they? Sexual and asexual reproduction. Let's check first about the sexual reproduction. These are the two types of modes of reproduction. Okay. So students, two parents that are involved in sexual reproductions, male and female parents. Okay. Both are involved in sexual reproduction. Right. But in asexual reproduction, only one parent that is involved in asexual reproduction. Clear all of you? In sexual reproduction, both parents are involved for getting new offspring or new organism. Clear? Students, did you remember male gamete and female gamete in plants? That is, when we are learning about the plants reproduction in our 7th grade, we learned about male and female gamete. What is gamete, children? Gamete. What is this gamete? It is a botanical name of offspring, okay, in that is producing in sexual reproduction. Hope you remember that one. So students, what is male gamete in plants? Just remembering you first of all, okay, when we are learning about this chapter, we have to just understand about the reproduction in plants. Then it will be more easy to learn sexual reproduction in animals also. So students, in our 7th grade, we learned about male gamete and female gamete of a plant fused together to form a new offspring, right children? So what are the male gamete and female gamete of a plant? Did you remember that one? You just memorize about it, okay? Then only it will be easy to learn about the sexual reproduction in animals also. Okay, so what is the male gamete of plant, children? That is pollen grains, right? And what is the female gamete of a plant? That is egg, right? And pollen grains and egg fuse together to form a new offspring, is it? Like that, male gamete and female gamete of an animal fuse together to form a zygote or new offspring, and that zygote develop to form a new offspring, okay? As like a plants, animals also have male and female reproductive parts, okay? Male we can draw like a symbol like this, and female we can draw like this symbol. You have to use like this. More about this you will learn in your higher classes, okay? What is the male gamete of animal, children? You just understand. In our next class I will discuss you with more detail, okay? Male gamete of animal we call sperm, okay? Sperm. And female gamete of animal we called egg, as like plants, okay? So sperm cell and egg cell we can see in animal, okay? Sperm cell, which is the smallest cell in human body. Did you remember about cell we learned in our last biology class? Cell theory, cell structure, plants and animal cell, okay? In that class also I mentioned about smallest cell in the body, that is sperm cell, okay? Then what about egg cell, which is the largest cell in human body, understand? So when sperm cell and egg cell fuse together to form a zygote and sexual reproduction is happening there, okay? So more about male reproductive part and female reproductive part of an animal we will learn in our next class. So all should have to memorize one thing. As like a plants, animals also have reproduction. In plants, do you remember reproductive parts? What are they? That is stamen and pistil. Okay, very good. Stamen and pistil. And parts of that you remember? Okay, let's check today about the parts of the stamen and pistil. Okay, and in our next DCS we will discuss about the plant reproduction also. So you just memorize about what are the different parts of stamen and pistil, male reproductive parts of a plant and female reproductive part of a plant, okay? As like in animals also have male reproductive part and female reproductive part, okay? When we are wind up in this section, we can understand about what is reproduction, why it is important, and what are the different modes of reproduction, and what is the differences between these two. Here two parents are involving, but in asexual one parents only, right? Then we can say sexual reproduction example, human being, okay? It's a good example for the sexual reproduction. But in asexual reproduction we can say about example like Paramecium, Spirogyra. These about microorganism you learned, right? Hydra, okay, amoeba. These are the different types of organism which are doing asexual reproduction. Clear all of you? So reproduction is important because we need new generation, new offspring. That's why it is very important in our life. So more about the different parts of male and female reproductive organs we will learn in our next class. Students, today's topic quiz. How many times I used gamete, okay? So all should have to reply me within 1 hour. So catch you later. Thank you.